Well, the city of New Orleans said last Friday they're cracking down on the crowds ahead of Mardi Gras. But take a look at this. This was Bourbon Street Saturday night, and as you can see, a lot of people, little to no mask, and now some local bars have been shut down for violating the city's coronavirus guidelines. Now, the city announced that they shut down 3 bars in the east, making it 7 bars that have been shut down over the weekend for COVID violations. Good evening, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Karen Swenson. After the busy weekend, city officials expect to take action against additional locations between now and Fat Tuesday. Paul Murphy has the story.
The city of New Orleans is making good on its threat to shut down bars and businesses not following guidelines in order to help slow the spread of the coronavirus.
We've spent almost 10, 11 months now providing, guiding, educating, supporting businesses being in compliance and reopening safely. The time for warnings is past.
Saturday night, city inspectors shut down Sinai Gourmet Restaurant at 5750 Hain Boulevard, Fifth Quarter Bar at 5746 Hain Boulevard, and the G7 Special Event Hall at 7124 Downman Road. According to the city, the violations included not enforcing mask wearing or social distancing and alcohol being served past 11 p.m. One of the venues also could not produce a valid license to sell alcohol.
We know there are other bad actors out there. We know that we have more to do.
Friday night, the city closed Caddy Corner, TJ Quills, the District, and the Red Eye. According to the city, those locations were also selling drinks past the 11 p.m. closing time. Deputy City CAO Peter Bowen said when inspectors arrived at the Red Eye in the Warehouse District, they found the front door bolted inside by a 2x4 and a locked deadbolt preventing them from entering.
If there was a fire, that could have been a mass casualty.
Red Eye owner Albert Bose declined an on-camera interview but told WWL-TV the bar will remain closed for the foreseeable future. We will reopen when the COVID restrictions are more relaxed, possibly when 50% of the occupancy is allowed back in the bar, Bose said. We will remain closed until we can operate properly and safely. The closed bars won't be allowed to reopen until they submit a plan to the city outlining how they will operate safely. The businesses may also face additional penalties from city and state boards that control liquor licenses and alcohol permits. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
The city is expanding restrictions for the 5-day carnival weekend. Beginning on Friday, all bars must close, including those operating as restaurants. And Go Cup liquor sales will be forbidden.